man naturally we're weak. We have the tendency to do something wrong. So we need these limits to keep us in check of what we're doing. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That the limits is there because we're always going to make mistakes. We're never going to be right on everything.
Yeah.
So we need these limits to keep us in check and to get us back when we fall.
No, you're right, because if government is going to have rules on
Exactly.
how, you know, all the rules on governance and all that stuff, and you've got rules on corporate governance, what is it for us? Who are we to say once you've reached your, you know, £10 billion point, no one's going to give you rules or anything? You know, if something as important as government has rules, why can't something as important as the economy have, you know, a ceiling set for it that you can't go past these marks? You know? I agree with what you're saying. Yeah.
And it all started with people thinking that the boom and bust had gone. So, you know, they thought we're out of this boom and bust of the economy, it will never come back, so we can just keep investing and keep lending money to people who can't repay it. And so they just overstretched their limits, thinking that the bust wasn't going to come back because, you know, Gordon Brown had promised that we were out of that era, but he was wrong and we've fallen back into it. So maybe he was just, I mean, I don't know. He's actually been praised by lots of people for what he's done for the economy. I think, you know, he did the best he could
With what you had.
with what he had, and it's not actually his fault. It's more the banks and, you know, the people in the city with big bonuses who
Total disregard.
I mean, and now some of them anyway have been made redundant. So in a way, it's sort of hitting them back. But you know, they've earned, I don't know, £1 million a year. So
a lot of them were still
getting
their £400,000 bonuses in January when they knew this was coming.
So it's not going to hit them as hard as someone who is on a really low income. You know.
Yeah, like the construction industry, that's gone down the pan completely. Like builders who are, you know, bricklayers, they were earning good money, about £10 an hour more. Now they're all sat at home because all the property development's gone out the window.
The property crisis has been one of the most serious. And the worst part of it is that because no one is responsible for all these mistakes.
Because there's no rules for it.
Exactly.
The limits aren't there, so no one's answerable.
Exactly. So these limits have to be there to get someone to go for what they've done. And someone needs to be clearly accountable for all of this, because it's very hard to point to someone and say, you know, you caused this. I think it's been a chain reaction of various events that have just collided together and caused this situation.
I think just like you said, government is there to make laws, and they should make laws about everything really. So if they make laws, I mean, why wouldn't they make laws in this particular area? And if they've made those laws, why wouldn't those laws be like abided by? So that's the measure of a good government, to make laws and to make sure that everyone is well covered by these laws, every aspect of the country, economy and everything else. And obviously, because the economy is such a big part of, you know, everyone's life, that should be the part that is, you know, really strictly covered by laws. And I mean, that's how you know a good government, by the economy. So the rules should even be a lot more strict in this area.
But it was also in their interest not to